What's going on, everybody? My name is Ben Cornett, and welcome to another season of Ben's Quick Picks. And you're watching this on my YouTube channel at Ben Cornett 9015. So, for everyone who's new to this channel or new to this show, what this is, Ben's Quick Picks, is normally every year I would pick every game every week. No over-unders, just straight up picks of every game during the week. However, this year, I wanted to do something a little bit different. Try to get a little more creative with it. I'm not going to pick every game every week. Instead, I'm going to pick 5 games at random. And how I'm going to do that is I got this little cup right here with all the matchups for that week. So what I'll do is I'm going to pick 5 games just at random. I'm going to grab one little piece of paper, and whatever matchup that is, I'm going to pick that game for the week. So, once again, this is Ben's Quick Picks, and we're going to go quick. So, let's get started. All right, it's time to pick the 5 games at random that I'm going to draw out of this cup. So, with that being said, let's get the pick started in NFL Week 1. And I am picking Chiefs at the Chargers Friday night in Brazil. This is going to be a fun matchup. It's an AFC West rivalry. Both teams made the playoffs last year. Kansas City made it all the way to the Super Bowl. This year, I expect both these teams to be just as good, if not better. But in this game, I'm going to pick the Chiefs to beat the Chargers in a really fun game down in Brazil. So I got the Chiefs over the Chargers. The second game I'm going to pick here Ooh, look at this. My Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. Wow, I swear, I'm just going through them. I'm not even looking. Another divisional matchup in Week 1, NFC South version. The Bucs at Falcons. Now the Bucs have won the division the last 4 years in a row. Meanwhile, Atlanta is trying to knock the Bucs off the top of the division. Last year, Atlanta won both games, but this year, especially for Week 1, and I understand Bucs have some injuries, but I still think they're going to go to Atlanta Week 1 to beat the Falcons. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Bucs fan. I do believe this Bucs team will beat the Falcons this year, at least once, and I think it's going to be Week 1. So I got the Bucs over the Falcons. Now, it's time to pick the third game at random of the 5. Ooh. Titans at Broncos. This should be a fun game. Cam Ward, the rookie, coming in, drafted number 1 overall, leading the rebuilding Tennessee Titans. They got to go up to Denver. Tough matchup, fun matchup. Denver, we all know last year, Bo Nix, his rookie year, looked phenomenal under Sean Payton. Now it's year 2. They should be better than ever. They're going to compete in the AFC West along with the Chiefs and Chargers. And in this game, I do like the Broncos over a young Tennessee Titans team. The Titans will be good one of these days, just not this week or this year. So give me the Broncos over the Titans. Now for the fourth game out of the 5. The Miami Dolphins at the Indianapolis Colts. Very interesting here. We all know the Colts have moved on from Anthony Richardson for now. They have Daniel Jones starting. They're going up against the Miami team that's got Tua, Tyreek Hill, but they don't really have a defense. And the Colts, meanwhile, Daniel Jones is still a question mark. You know, he was benched last year by the Giants and ultimately let go. Went to Minnesota for a couple games and now signed as a free agent with the Colts. Beat out Anthony Richardson for the starting quarterback job. I like the Colts in this game. I think they're a little bit better defensively, and they're going to do just enough to run the ball and not let Daniel Jones, at least for 1 week, make too many passes and have the game, focused on him. They got good running back with Jonathan Taylor. They got weapons, Michael Pittman Jr., a solid offensive line. That should get the job done to beat Miami. So I got the Colts over the Dolphins. And finally, our last game, I'm going to pick out a random. It is the Giants at the Commanders. Another divisional matchup. NFC East style. We got the New York Giants starting Russell Wilson going up against the Washington Commanders, who last year surprised everybody in the league, made it all the way to the NFC Championship game with Jaden Daniels, and they picked up Deebo Samuel this offseason, re-signed Terry McLaurin. The defense still looks very good under Dan Quinn. Division games are tough. I do expect this to be a bit close, but I think the Commanders are just too good of a team, and the Giants, they got a very tough schedule this year. Did them no favors playing the Commanders week 1. So I'm taking the Washington Commanders over the New York Giants. And there you have it. Those are my 5 random picks for week 1. One more time, I got the Chiefs over the Chargers, Bucks over the Falcons, Broncos over the Titans, Colts over the Dolphins, and the Commanders over the Giants. With that being said, that is your week 1 Ben's Quick Picks, and we will be back again next week for week 2 of Ben's Quick Picks. Everybody have a great season. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see how I did this past week, and we'll see you next time right here on Ben's Quick Picks. Give me a like, share, follow on my YouTube channel, Ben Cornet 9015, as well as on X at BennyBoy702. All right, everybody, take care and have a great NFL Week 1 weekend.